Back, Big T, back on YouTube, and things of that nature. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to and talking about the worst childhood punishments. I don't know about y'all. I wasn't no goody two-shoes growing up. Loki was a menace to society, a little troublemaker, and my parents were black. They didn't play those games, so every time I did some dumb shit, I'd get punished, and some of those punishments were worse than others. My parents are black, not white parents. Before we get into that, I need you guys to do 3 things for the one time. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because it's road to 1K, nigga. I'm trying to touch 1K. I'm trying to touch it. I'm trying to have 2 hands around 1K. So get me to 1K. So once we get to 1K, we get to 10K and things of that nature. Enough yapping. Let's get to the worst childhood punishments.
Childhood punishments. We have all experienced a punishment in some capacity, unless you were just spoiled as hell. And as a kid, I thought all these punishments were the worst thing ever. But in reality, a lot of these punishments, some of them weren't really a big deal. Some of them were just stupid, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some of them were pretty brutal. Some of them had to be like cruel and unusual punishments, bro. I don't know how some...
I wonder if this guy's black and if he's gonna talk about just beatings. Because some of the worst punishments I got were just beatings. Just beatings.
Some of these were able to just slide and nobody noticed. But I'm going to be looking back on all the childhood punishments that I faced, and I'm going to be ranking them from a scale of 1 to 10.
Ooh,
1 being I was being
like
an overdramatic little bitch, and 10 being
I should do a video like that. Okay. Content's contenting.
How the f is this even legal? Getting grounded. All right, let's start with getting grounded. This has got to be one of the worst punishments, honestly. You're not able to go outside or have fun with your friends for like a week, 2 weeks, and you're forced to just sit in your room and rot away in isolation. And the worst part about being grounded is when you open the window and you see all your neighbors having fun, and you're just sat there in your room, alone, in the darkness, with nothing else but your thoughts, and just tears.
I'm trying to think if I ever got grounded, like actually officially grounded. I think for me, like, because like my parents like low-key crash outs when it came to punishing me, I think it was just like it was unwritten. Like, it was an unwritten rule. Like, it was like kind of like it goes without saying, like, fam, we're fucking mad at you, we're punishing you, and yeah, you're not about to go outside with your friends. Like, they never officially said, yo, Tyrell, you're grounded for 2 weeks. No, it was just like understood. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm not going out to see my friends. I'm not going out to play with my friends. Like, fam, like, I'm stuck inside. And there was never a point where I got ungrounded. There was just a point where, like, they were no longer mad at me, or they forgave me, or they kind of, like, forgot about it, they let it slide, and I just started going back outside with my friends, and they didn't say nothing about it.
Rolling down your face. When I was a kid, bro, I would try my damn hardest not to get grounded, or else I'd be writing chalk on the wall and counting the days away like they do in prison. And the only place you were allowed to go when you got grounded, school. That was it. So it was just more prison time, pretty much. But honestly, if I was grounded, though, I would much rather be at school than at home. Because what the hell am I going to do at home? Because at least I'd...
Yeah, getting grounded, or, like, not being able to go anywhere in summer compared to school is completely different. Like, obviously, like, it's dead because, like, okay, like, you're getting grounded. You can only go school, home, school, home, school, home. But... you know, majority of your time to be spent in school, you come back home, do a little 1-2, and then go sleep. And, you know, the time can kind of pass by. But in the summer, being grounded in the summer, yeah, it's long. It's fucking long.
Be able to be around my friends at school. At home, I'm just stuck with whatever's in my room. Like, if there's like a bottle cap on the floor, like a paper clip, I'm just gonna have to entertain myself with that for 8 hours. I really had to think outside the...
Y'all know the little door stopper at the end of your door? Like the wiggly thing? That makes like a ding, like, yo, I used to, when I was grounded, well, when I couldn't go nowhere, and I couldn't, like, really do nothing else, other than just be in my room, I used to, like, just, like, play with that, like, pause, I just, like, slap it around just for, like, hours.
Next, we have getting scolded, or, like, a long-ass lecture. Like, I'm not trying to sit through all that, bro. You know, I got...
That's a baby-ass punishment. A lecture, a talk, bro. I'll sit and nod my head for an hour, bro. I don't care. The day I was so lucky to have my parents literally give me a lecture where I can just sit down and nod my head for an hour, bro, that's the best day. Do you understand? Do you understand? At the end of the conversation, yes, I do. Keep it pushing. Conversation, bro. I don't know if I got time to waste, but bro, I'd rather hold that than a beating any day. Bro, you can lecture my ear off for all I care, bro.
Got things to do, like, yeah, I had jack shit to do, bro. I had no responsibilities. But when you're being yelled at or scolded, you can't say anything. You gotta just have to sit there and let it happen. Or otherwise, they're gonna get mad at you for talking back to them. And, like, I already up big time, so there's no need for me to get even more punishments. But there was this one time where I had a crazy crash out at my friend's house, and my friend's mom called my mom, and I was sent home. And of course, my mom was pissed at me, and I got like an hour-long lecture about like being respectful, having manners, and controlling my emotions. And there was no way I was listening, bro. I was definitely just seeing red the entire time. But sometimes I would just get scolded or yelled at for no reason.
You know those ones where you're just so cheese, like your parents are talking to you, you're just cheese. Like you're not even listening to what they say because you're still mad about what happened. So you're just nodding your head, just cheese as hell. But you know if you talk back, they're just gonna make it worse. So you don't say none.
Reason. Like, what did I even do? And my parents would say some shit like, you know what you did. Like, no the hell I don't, bro. Please tell me. Because I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm gonna give this one like a 6 out of 10. The bar of soap. Like, this is...
If you're looking for a career change into data science and analytics...
The bar of soap?
Cruel and unusual punishment, bro. I don't know how the hell people's parents made them.
My Dukes never did that. But then again, one thing I was very wise in making sure I never did, I never cussed in front of my Dukes like that, for real, for real.
Parents would say you're gonna get the bar of soap to scare me, but it never really happened to me. My parents told me that happened to them when they were growing up. So every time I would swear, they would say that shit all the time. And as you can see, that did not work one bit. I still swear like every other sentence. But yeah, bro, I could only just imagine the taste, the foul-ass taste of the soap.
Light, though,
why even do this? Like, what is it?
I feel like as a punishment, that's kind of lame. I'm gonna lie. That's lame.
Is even accomplished? Like, you wash out your mouth? Like, what does that even teach anybody? Like, this seems like a cruel-ass dad joke. Like, oh, you gotta clean up your language, buddy. I don't know what was going on in parents' head for this one. I don't know. But you'd probably be able to taste that shit for days. Like, there's no way that taste of soap is gonna be going away. And plus, isn't that shit, like, dangerous?
Probably low-key dangerous, but like you said, I don't know if we going through parents' heads when they be putting it, like, sometimes they don't think very logically sometimes. Like, for parents always to push, like, yo, you need to be logical. Sometimes when it comes to punishment, they be the most illogical people. Like, what is that really? What's the logic in putting a bar of soap in a kid's mouth? Like, what do you really...
It's like, I'm not no scholar, I'm not no scientist, and I'm definitely not a parent, far from it. But whose bright-ass idea was it to give a kid soap that he could possibly swallow? Yeah, this one's getting a 10 out of 10, bro, no question. Timeout or the corner. Now you
soft, so fucking soft, so soft. Yeah, timeout. Cause I didn't even get like timeouts like that for real. So like, I know like when I was like visiting some friends. I know their parents used to do that to them, and then maybe like if I was causing trouble with them, then we'd be put on timeout together. Bro, when I seen that, bro, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, this shit's soft as shit. I remember I was at a friend's house or whatever like that, and we're misbehaving. And I remember like we're in the basement and we're all like playing loud or whatever like that. We kept making noise or whatever, and like they put us all on timeout. So like obviously like this is my friend's mom, so like I'm not finna be like, oh hell no. So like I sat in that corner, I'm like, this is soft, bro. Niggas put me in a corner. I stayed out for 30 minutes, and then we could just go back to what we're doing.
Just sit on the couch and think about my actions.
Yeah, I can't really remember too much.
Do nothing really, or sometimes
probably in school. Going thinking about it in school. I was fucking the opera in school. Yeah, definitely put in a timeout corner in school.
They'd have me face the wall and just sit in the corner if I just wouldn't shut the hell up when I was on the couch. I don't know why I didn't just accept my L and take the punishment. I would always have to say something back, and it would either extend my timeout or get me put in a goddamn corner. Like, at least the couch is comfortable. Like, I could have just took a nap for 20 minutes. Nowadays, I'd be like, hell yeah, bro, I'm trying to just sit on the couch and sleep. But as a kid, though, I thought this was like the worst punishment ever. All right, this one's getting like a 3 out of 10. It really wasn't that bad, honestly. Unless it was for like hours at a time. But now we got to talk about doing a chore or a task as some kind of punishment. Sometimes when I would get punished,
dumbass, my Dukes really never really did that for real, because like I already had like chores and stuff I had to do. They even really call it chores. It was like, yo, you just have to do this shit. Like, fam, like we had like Me and my sister, we shared a bathroom. Yeah, that shit had to be clean, bro. That shit had to be clean. So we would alternate in the weeks. Rooms had to be clean. Dishes had to be done. Like, it wasn't like, you know, like the idea of chores. Like, that was never a thing in my house. It was like, fam, like, these things are not non-negotiables. Like, these things have to be done. Like, these things have to be done. Like, I don't remember what the age was where it's like, I'm taking out the garbage, but like, they were just, I'm taking out the garbage now. It's not a chore. I know, like, my parents experimented with, like, allowance for a little while, but, like, that really wasn't that long. Like, they were, like, cool. Like, I think my parents were bored. They're like, yo, let's try this allowance shit. Like, we see other parents giving their kids money. Let's try this allowance shit. That shit did not last long. My parents are like, yo, in my parents' head, they're probably like, yo, not gonna lie, why are we paying these niggas to do, like, the stuff that we've been making them do for their whole life? Like, why are we paying them for that?
Wish my parents would have me clean the car or something and make sure it's spotless and clean to perfection. But I mean, I guess it was a way of teaching me how to do that stuff, so 2 out of 10. It really wasn't that serious. Next, we have a spanking. All right, that's another punishment I commonly received. In this one, it was for whenever I talked back to my mom or I was just being an asshole. That's what I would get. I don't know if
beatings. He brought up the spoon out. The spoon was just a quick one, like, fam, like, when I was talking crazy in the kitchen, talking crazy, being the hella disrespectful to my mom, bro, the way she would find a spatula, a spoon, and just beat my hand, bro. I know the most.
If I was just being a bitch or...
But most times, it's the belt still. It's the belt. It's the belt. My dad always had a belt on him, so you could just take that off and use that. Or my mom would go upstairs, find one of her thick belts with a big buckle, and, you know, discipline.
If it really did hurt that bad, well, I mean, shit, it helped me lock in, though, because I did not want those spankings. But to be totally honest with you, I kind of deserved it, because it was for when I really said some fucked up shit. Because I was very disrespectful towards my mom as a kid, and my dad was not going to let that slide. Looking back at it, it probably didn't really hurt that much. It was just enough to keep me in line. But yeah, in retrospect, I was probably just being a bitch. 8 out of 10.
Maybe that's for you. I know there are times when I got beat for real, like, niggas limping type shit, like.
No, this one's still pretty bad. You know, I was thankful that I got that, rather than the belt. Thank God I never got this one, cause holy hell, I would have been scarred for life. Like, I would have had traumatic-ass flashbacks every time I looked at a belt. But that's something you cannot recover from. That shit's gonna hurt for days. But whatever you did, you are most certainly not doing it again. Definitely a 10 out of 10. And very psychologically scarring. But a light-ass punishment for me was reading. Sometimes when I do something that upset my...
Soft. I used to like to read when I was younger, too. Soft. Fucking soft. Make me read, please, I beg. So soft.
Parents, they would say, go read for like 2 hours. And as boring as reading was sometimes, I had a lot of good books, so it really didn't even feel that boring. I would read shit like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Big Nate, and shit, I think I read like the entire Goosebumps series. It got to the point where my parents saw I genuinely liked reading, so they stopped making this a punishment. This one's definitely gonna be a 1 out of 10, bro. That is the lightest punishment on this list. But next we have getting devices taken away.
Womp, womp. This one, the bane of my existence in high school, bro. Niggas, I really had to let niggas know when to text me and when not to text me, because there was a good, there would be a 50% chance I did not have my phone. I did not have my phone. Because the way, like, the way my parents gave me a phone, I forget what age, like, I had my first iPhone. It was I think grade 8, I had an iPod, and then grade 9, I got my sister's iPhone 5. Yeah. So grade 9, me, iPhone 5, I'm feeling like a guy in high school. Bro, the way my parents had that phone for at least half of the school year is not something talked about enough. Because anytime I was on some bullshit, my mom would be like, yeah, that phone I gave you, that shit's mine, bro. And she wouldn't even, like, leave it at home type shit. She would take that shit with her. Because I used to be, like, a smart finesse kid. So I used to, like, try to go in my parents' drawer and grab the phone so I could use it, text for people real quick, put it back, da-da-da. There was a point where, like, my mom and dad were taking that shit with them, bro. Like, that was their phone. Fam, that shit used to get me still. Because, like, for me, growing up in the era that I did, high school, like, everything used to go down on Snapchat, Instagram, or iMessage group chats. And without a phone, I was just always out of the loop, fam. Like, I was always out the loop. That shit was annoying, fam. Like, that shit was annoying. Everyone else would have their phone. Everyone else would have their device. And I just wouldn't have my phone. So like, it's break time, it's lunchtime, nigga, it's class time. Everyone's on their phone except me because I don't have a fucking phone. The fuck? That shit used to get me so tight.
When all my friends were running up squads on Fortnite, I unfortunately could not join, just because I ended up getting an F on my math test. But yeah, doing homework and shit instead of playing video games, yeah, that was pretty miserable, I'm not gonna lie. But I became such a nerd by the time the next test came around. I somehow got a 98. Like, what the fuck? That was the most I had ever locked in school in my entire life, bro. This is around Fortnite's prime, bro, so I had to lock in. Everybody was posting victory royales on their Snapchat stories, so I had to get back on the game and flex a little bit. But after my grade went up to a B, they just stopped enforcing it and finally gave me my Xbox back. This punishment, it's not really that bad, but you're like bored out of your mind, so I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. Next, we have eating vegetables.
Nigga, I eat, nigga. I eat regardless. I eat anything, bro. That shit was never punishment for anyone in my household, fam. Imagine my parents got mad at me and were like, yo, eat some vegetables as your punishment. No, my nigga. My parents, whatever they cook, that's what I'm finna eat. And we're not making a punishment. Like, it's just expected you eat what's on your plate. Yeah, that's some white people shit for real, for real.
I don't know why the hell this was a punishment for me. Like, was I really that much of a fat ass I couldn't just eat vegetables? But as a kid, my diet consisted of dinosaur nuggets, sweets, and Kraft mac and cheese. That was it. Like, there's no way I received any nutrients from that shit at all. But eating vegetables felt like the worst thing in the world to me. And my parents would just sit at the table and wait until I...
Nigga could not leave the table until you finished. My mom used to do that to other, like, people's kids, fam. And my friends and shit, fam, that shit used to blow them, fam. Like, that shit used to have them so confused. Nigga, I would clear out my plate. I'd be like, no, clear out my plate. Leave. My friend there stuck at the table because my mom, mind you, my mom does not know my friends. But my mom's out here just talking about, like, yeah, not gonna lie, whatever, like, let's say Timothy. Timothy, a rule here is that you have to finish your food before you can get up. Got my poor friend Timothy shaking, struggling, because in his house, he's probably not used to that. He can touch his food and just get up, whatever like that. No. When I was young, fam, you had to have, your plate had to be empty before you could get up. So this nigga was just glued to the seat, because he's just like, yo, am I actually, like, is this actually happening right now? I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Timothy. That's how we roll in this family, fam. Like, you're not moving until you finish your food, gang, so get to it.
I was done eating them. Like, I had to completely clean these plates or else I wouldn't even be able to leave. But yeah, this one I was definitely being over dramatic. I mean, nowadays I just eat vegetables willingly. I don't know why I was scared of vegetables, bro. It really wasn't that serious. Like, I actually had a fear of mushrooms. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, this one definitely gets a 1 out of 10. But the worst punishment on this list, I don't even think this one deserves a rating. It's off the list. The amount of embarrassment and humiliation you have to go through. Like, at this point, I'd rather just take the bar of soap. Shaving all your hair off. I've talked...
Yo! My Dukes did that to me so many times in high school, fam. Fam, like, that's not even, like, a valid punishment, fam. Like, fam, that just be fucking up, like, my emotion. That'd be fucking up my play with the things, fam. My confidence, my popularity. Like, that'd be fucking up a lot, fam. Mind you, like, probably looking back, probably not that big of a deal. But, fam, when my dad used to be like, yo, before we go home, we're stopping by that barbershop. What do you mean the barber? I don't need a haircut. I'm good. Like, I'm good. No, we're going to the barbershop. Okay. I guess I can, like, get another fade. No, we're getting a buzz cut. Everything's coming off your head. Bro, oh my God. Those had me. In hindsight, looking back, probably not that big of a deal. But to me, bro, it felt like my world is ending, bro.
Pure humiliation, where all your peers see you at school with a bald-ass head. Your career is over.
You can't even rock it with confidence because everyone knows that's not what you wanted. That's just a random Tuesday. And Tyrell just walks in with a baldy Tuesday morning when you see him with a full head of hair on Monday.
the next few months. Because when I got all my hair shaved off, I got roasted. It was over for me. I wore a hat everywhere. I was self-conscious about it. But yeah, for those of you that have had this done to you before, you can 100% relate to this. But yeah, bro, that's definitely something that you can get roasted for. Here's a video on the end screen of a bunch of things you will get roasted for.
W video. Shout out Birdie. Shout out Birdie, fam. Allow me to reminisce, go back into the childhood punishments. Also, one that was never mentioned, but something that happened to me. Yo, my parents used to make me, like, when I used to do things, like, let's say, like, I was disruptive in class or whatever, instead of just making me, like, just apologize to the teacher, they make me apologize in front of the whole class, fam. That shit used to be so fucking embarrassing, bro. Like, I used to try to get out of that so many times, and I'd be like, yo, they'd be like, did you do it? I'd be like, yeah. They asked the teacher, no, he did not do it. So I'd catch more beatings, more licks, and I'd still have to come back the next day and apologize. But that shit used to be so embarrassing. Because me, I was a troublemaker. I was a troublemaker through and through. I accepted that part. I was a troublemaker. I like to cause problems. I like to cause trouble. But to stand up in front of the class and apologize, like, niggas would, like, my parents would make me, like, write out, like, the script that I have to say. So I can't just go up there and just be like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, and make it funny. No, like, I have to do, like, an actual drawn out, like, apology to the teacher, to the class, to the educational institution for interrupting last week's math class. Bro, they used to make me do that shit all the time. That shit used to blow me so fucking much, bro. I was standing up there like a fucking loser talking about, I'd like to apologize to Mr. Langley and all the students of this class for disrupting your class last week, Monday, with my foolish comments. I would never, bro, that shit used to blow me, bro. But I had to do that a lot because I stayed getting in trouble. I remember I had to apologize in front of my soccer team, in front of the class. Pretty sure I had to, not in front of the school, but I'm pretty sure I had to apologize, like, to, like, 3 different grades because, like, I did some stupid shit that affected, like, all the grades. Yeah, I had to apologize in front of my whole fucking church. Yeah, that in front of my youth group. Like, some people got, like, some people who, like, I don't know would get random tea on me because they wouldn't know me, and I'm just standing there apologizing for some shit that I did, like, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that shit used to be embarrassing still. But, yeah, that probably is one of, along with beatings and taking away my devices, those are probably, like, my 3 worst childhood punishments. But if you enjoyed that video, I know it was a long one, a lot of yapping, but I love to yap, and this is a great topic. I need you guys to do 3 things for me for the one time before we get out of here. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to the fucking channel. It's road to 1K, nigga. Let's touch 1K. Without further ado, I'll see you next one. Peace.